actually parted ways. You know, with FNS retiring, Valen playing in, you know, Ascension, actually actually earning the spot.
Okay, NRG on defense, G2 on attack. We got no raid boss, nothing too crazy.
Storyline.
We got a wall on defense. Yeah, we do.
Down all those years ago.
It was
Let's see what they want
interesting
to do
a
the
couple
wall.
years ago too. Valen's team bombing out of that event as the #1 seed from NA, while Finesse's team won the event as the #2 seed from NA. But G2 with the lead here. Another slow pistol round, trying to feel out what the defensive setup is.
Victor is going to be inserted here. I mean, that adjustment by Trent.
Oh,
God. Should have been a free kill for Som.
Ridiculous. It reminds me a little bit of the whiff on Valen when Finesse and Som had the crossfire set up. You got to be delivering on the freebies.
Yeah, not had the best success on the pistol. Jules.
Contact. Victor, I believe, taking it here. It's going to be triggering that flash potentially.
There's no way that Icy gets the kill here.
That Icy gets.
Another freebie missed. They should have had the punish onto Trent, and they should have made sure that Icy could not go 1-on-1 in that spot.
They do the wall that means that you kind of have to break all of them to get through here, so it's kind of nice. This will win you a lot of rank games, by the way. 3 wins on binds, you just wall every time.
Now holding on to that backside control.
So they don't ever have to worry about showers on this one. Victor still has a nade.
The line's getting redrawn here. Flash from Jonah P. Just wants to clear out through into Lamps. Boombot.
Oh, the nade is legit.
Here for Ethan. No one really acknowledging that could be a
good reaction from Jonah P. Jumps onto side, takes down FNS.
Center, 2v2 now. Be scared of potential for the wrap around here, trying to send Victor up. Sprinting right round and tapping.
Nicely done, 20 HP.
There with the kill.
Maple Brown, thank you for that. Gifted.
Any of those early situations would have probably won NRG the pistol round. It's so tough to think of should have happened rather than did happen. But when you're looking at situations like this, it seems fairly cut and dry to me.
Yeah, Trent has played unreal on this round.
So frustrating from Victor. He had so many early deaths there on Haven that were putting his
Maple Brown, another gifted. Thank you for doing that, mate.
Chet talk about it, or at least allude to it. Didn't want to call out Victor directly, of course. But
damn, dudes.
Starts out with a couple of kills.
FNS gets the sheriff. Had enough. FNS, Hero Gun Sheriff, and he is walking all the way through mid. This still count 2-1
on this map. It was their map pick for a reason. Look at some very good teams on this one. It's a very disrespectful reflank.
And at one point, what you're going to see is Leaf walk out towards A and then everyone TP.
And to be honest, most comps that teams are playing on Bind right now are not going to have a Sentinel to watch the flank. So all of those things that we were talking about on Haven, they can apply here as well. But teams are normally more wary of them because it's standard.
Toxin screen down.
Leaf with a deep lurk out through showers, so his team were aware that was a free option.
FNS is here, kind of.
Gecko ult is online even before the flank goes down there, actually.
That's ridiculous by Trent.
Round 2.
Still going to be absorbing these players off onto the flank. A little of unawareness here from Som. Just not expecting that. Leaf as well go and walk about. He didn't have the gun in his hand, so might as well take a
Naki Token, thank you so much, dude. Wait, did you literally not sub today?
What's going on here? Running away.
Thanks for the prime. Thank you for the 15 months.
NRG here. They are only down 1 player, but it looks like they're just going to try to die to the spike. You got to entertain yourself some way when you're just saving like that, I suppose.
A little bundle ad.
Yeah,
exactly. into the middle of the round.
Riot will be very happy
with that. That's crazy. Also, yeah. That's what it looks like. Dude, why is it that big? It takes up half your screen.
Just not willing to let the ults keep generating. The war machine rumbling. G2 though. Like you mentioned, Trent's already built himself up to that thrash. You can use that in a multitude of ways.
Marcozo. Dude, 37 months.
Very versatile. We actually
Thank
saw a
you.
flash there for a moment.
Thank you very much, Marcozo.
The operator. Glass cannon op. For Ethan. Let's talk of it in the slow-mo. We already gave it enough advertising time, surely.
The people love it.
It does get the people going. But yeah, look at this op. So, Sage pick is a little unusual, that we have seen plenty of teams running
the
the
Ethan's just the opposite these days.
Holding contact here. This is the kind of spot that Icy or sometimes Jonah P.
Does he look like CNED? The original Sage up on this map.
Doesn't bait the shot, Ethan. Trouble is, was the info given?
Yeah, I'm not even sure. that was a very shallow jump peek from Jonah P. I don't know whether he spotted the fact that Ethan is there with the op. It may have just come up as a question mark.
Icy's making this
Good
There's a
molly.
lot of
Dude, I
pressure
can't
happening,
believe Icy
straight over
pushed
towards the
forward,
A
16
side.
HP.
Crash is going to use the squeeze. The Showers play with a TP. That is immaculate. The timing
very
could not
nicely
be
done.
better.
Finished
Som
over towards here,
has
and
to make a
Som
play here,
pushes
past the
through.
smoke initially. And G2 seem to be aware of it.
Oh my god,
More
Leaf
aware
is
of it.
annihilating this team.
Just accepting that was a little bit of a weakness.
They got to
in terms of their
save,
hold,
5
and
people
again, the
survive
save
in
has
2
to
armor
happen, Ethan.
rebuys.
But the
Oh
operator in
boy.
his hand has no chance.
Has he got a nice skin on the op that he can inspect?
It's a classic, but
Yeah, it's brutal out there. That's the value that Trent gets by building up the ultimates so early on.
It's just
he has it for the bonus round. And
the
G2
way of
craft a
the game
really
at the
nice
moment.
plan around it. They've been doing a lot of this where they're pressuring up. I mean, I say a lot of
It's
it.
nicely
We're
done
only
from
3 rounds
G2. They
in,
double orb
but they're
default on the
already
round
starting
before.
to condition that when they put pressure B long, they can instantly pivot through that teleporter.
Up.
And the thrash there
Go looking.
caught Victor dead to rights. He didn't read the play coming through, wasn't able to back out into
Gracias,
the
thank you
site
so
where
much
he might
for
have
doing
had a
that.
chance of surviving.
Thank you.
G2 pick up
The gifted.
freebie up, to be honest with you.
another bonus round win. Yeah, I mean, okay, never add. Throw it into the mix. Add it to the highlight reel.
Someone's got to stop him. I
What
know
does
the game
Victor
hasn't
buy?
been that competitive at the moment, but
Good judgment
NRG,
if you
they're
want it.
still capable of making comebacks.
They did hold on to enough weapons to at least scrounge up a bit of a buy, bit of a purchase.
Now this time as well, the operator's looking like it's heading down towards B long, and that's the area where we've seen G2 put early control in
And
their
get some
default.
armor into it this time. Rifle to
That's gonna
shoot
be
that.
at least
Here we
bodyguarded.
go. Should be a kill.
It's out. At least the stun.
All to
Flash
get
on,
out.
excuse me, Ethan.
Lovely.
Great first
No one
pick
shot
off
the
for Trent
wall, so
falling.
he gets the orb.
It's exactly the kind of value they were looking for with this pickup.
Yeah, pretty lovely. Good adaptation as well in terms of where he was rotating to. And with the wall not being broken, he still feels comfortable picking up the ult orb.
Gotta go break this.
Now, you really do need to break that wall, I think, unless you're planning to return there late on in the round, because it's just getting so much good info for NRG right now. You can afford to have 3 players A. You're just not worried about long.
Simplify the process in terms of playing a map whenever you see a Sage being played.
And Valen's going to ignore it completely, though. Start looking down short. Victor, the first to take contact, but only with the Guardian.
And then he's just gonna use his nade.
To pop some heads, but
Good
it's a
timer
wall
with Boombot.
up in his face now. Seeks to reposition.
Toxin screen down.
Boombot
Now they
sailed
know they're
right
trying to go
past
through
the
here.
initial few players here, but now they want to go
Raise
explosives. A
nades.
flash. The nade over towards the top. Good
Yeah,
adjustment
and we
by
got
Crashies.
DRX smoke,
To
and
get it
Crashies
active.
pushes
Pressing the
through it.
advantage. It's covered though.
You got a
Open his
DRX
back up wide to
smoke,
the
and your
anti-flash
whole
player.
plan is
Joe
to
P, of
delay
course,
the
is gonna
plant,
rise.
and you flash send it.
That's a really bold play to go for. Can't imagine that one getting value very often. Puts so much stress and strain on Ethan and Finesse to do this. Finesse, his fragging has not been great so far this match, and Ethan, he's got an op in hand.
Rifles are all front sight.
It would require something pretty huge. There we go. Ethan at least gets a Guardian back to work with.
Maybe there's a possibility, but still the util's running short. Vulnerable. This one a snake bite, rebounds perfectly. Orb up in their face, even sticking already onto half, and spamming away and praying from G2.
Yeah, I mean,
but
this is just a straight up misplay.
realistically, all under their control. Familiar scenes to the first map that we witnessed, where G2 just started to take that really momentous lead.
They were 6-0 up on Haven. And honestly, it looks like it's about to be the same here again on Bind. Despite the fact that Ethan gets the
Exactly,
first
yeah.
pick. I'm just so surprised at
4v5.
this from Crashies.
I
Genuinely.
didn't to go for plays like this, even though the whole idea is to just
Solo
hold
sky
Showers
flash in that
control
position
with the
is
DRX
almost
smoke.
never going to be able to blind enough
Just
people
make sure
for
they
you to
can
get
never plant.
a 2K on the people holding the crossfire.
That's
It-
like
it
a
seems very rushed.
legit no-no doing that play.
He's the sole initiator. Maybe just
Flash
felt like he
through
had to
the
make
window,
play.
okay.
That's
Whoa.
disrespect. Oh my God.
That is
And Trent's
disgusting.
instantaneous onto the line, and as well, Ethan wants to have another go at things. Looking like he wanted to square up to the challenge, but gotta respect it. That is a lot of util sent flying.
It
Yeah.
does feel to some
Does
degree
that mean
like
that they
we've
want to use
wound the
Razor
clock back
into
to
this?
2022, Trent's
Guess so.
absolute peak
Yeah.
of when he was popping off, putting his name on the map.
Towards an
Opening
orb.
And
around
Finesse
that,
pushed
we're just
down
up to a bad joke.
towards
Wingman
got
of
all of
Prowler,
it here, kinda.
Not a Prowler, Trailblazer. I beefed it.
Walk into a bar.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Walk into Showers. You can groan at that. That wasn't good.
I don't know what the hell the punchline would be.
Yeah, neither do I.
Toxin screen down.
Don't clear this,
Finesse,
but
though, this deep push from him.
he does clear that. Leaf is
Oh,
next level,
Leaf who
man.
gets him.
It's every scenario. I mean,
Yeah,
that just
he
sums
actually
up the whole
pre-aims
match
it.
so far,
Do they
doesn't
ping it? Really?
Flipped it out of the spot.
It's another spot where Finesse should be able to get value. Someone on NRG should have a freebie, and G2, especially Leaf, overcoming the odds and out-delivering.
This flank immediately being responded by G2. They want to double up here. Flash way ahead of it. Not with the guns. He can't really obtain too much more. Stinger! What is that by Trent?
How does he hit that?
I have no idea.
Trent's
Midair,
been
Frank.
insane this match.
Ethan, though, he's made it a chance, and a slim one at that when Icy's holding on to this showstopper. Again, G2 making sure that they can double up. It's a wall to try and at least get himself into the position. Drop down. Spots a one. It's actual.
yeah, it's
Push them
unlucky.
up and away. 42 health. One single bullet. That's all it's going to take here. This position is running rings around them still, G2. Set their sights onto Ethan.
Was this a low bite?
Eventually
So
taking him
probably a
out.
timeout
5-0
coming in from
forward.
NRG now, and it's rounds. They're up again. They're up against a Razor, one away
Still
from
with an
official.
operator to work with here,
What a
then,
nightmare.
as we head into another really important round for NRG to start getting something back. Finesse is trying to find these timings. Looking at the success that Leaf had.
David, thank you with the 17 months, man. Appreciate the prime.
Possible bullet that Trent could have fired. But reactions like that just indicate how little pressure that the G2 players are feeling in these kind of spots. They're running away with it. They're feeling calm and casual about things. Happy to, you know, do the co-streamer pog face at the same time as playing the match.
Yeah. Slap it on a thumbnail.
Exactly.
Call it a day. Timeout here. Oh, again. Yeah, I mean,
Not again.
not again.
We're getting a little silly out here today, aren't we? NRG though, the vibes in that camp won't not be the same as over towards G2. NRG are struggling to get anything going. Ethan did find that good value with the operator over towards B long, but you can't just keep running that over and over again. And at some point, G2 are going to figure it out. You feel like you have to be working the map a little bit more, but it's really quite.
This is the main one though, official.
Enough unusual angles while playing Sage.
There's a lot of emphasis on just how important the orbs are for this round for sure.
And also, a lot of the time on the defense side, you're going to want to wall something off.
Maybe Ethan walls this with a little gap in it. Get away. Take this off.
It can work, but I think it's tough, and that's exactly what we were talking about with NRG's comp and ideas on Haven.
Yeah, so just going to hold that angle and then they can take the
It's
orb.
so difficult to pull off.
And the way that G2 play, force your
Yeah,
opponents to
that's
stew.
one
A
down.
lot of early showers.
Gotta worry
controls
about
given up.
long.
Of course, it's being held by Ethan just next to him.
Scout destroyed.
Trailblazer gone. Walking up past, just trying to make the most of this fuel timing. Got themselves into this position, front side. Almost free for the taking. Jonah P, at least keeping these players attached and tethered to the position, even forcing the rotate. They hear the footsteps of Victor. He's the one with a showstopper.
They've got to keep an eye on some,
Just
though.
stopped all of it. What a call they've made. It's flanks on flanks. It's a deep push out.
Dude,
of
what a
showers.
weird round.
Exact same instance. I mean,
What
this
a
just comes
weird,
down to
weird
who gets
round.
these kills.
It looks so
So,
similar to
I mean,
rounds that
Leaf
Finesse himself
should
would
get
call on the
more
attack
than
side.
some here.
Heavy lamps control.
This is absurd.
Maybe they get the
There's
same
fights all
amount.
over the place.
And Victor's not expecting this. Why would you?
One in spawn, one in market.
And look at the position of Trent. I mean, it's an off angle. They're not overextending. They know that they lost showers control the whole time. It could have been pushed out deep. And as the wall
No
drops down,
way.
is it the
They baited him with the
probably
wall
most
and then
perfect
insta
timing?
took the wall
Couldn't ask for anything
down.
better. Ball being
It's so
covered.
funny.
Finesse. Yeah.
Oh, I
Even
mean,
with the whiff.
even
God,
with the
they're
whiff,
just
he just gets
wrecking them, aren't
clotheslined
they?
by Trent swinging around the corner. Oh, Valin has just
It's
run
so
rings
savage to
around
watch.
NRG, and
It's actually so
calling is-
savage.
Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous.
It's beautiful the way that he's playing these slow moments. A freebie for Crashies towards the end. But these are again just meaningless finishes
Brutal? Yeah,
to what is
it really is.
dominance at the start of these maps.
Annihilation.
G2
Dude,
with
what a
another
weird round this
6-0
one was.
lead. Exactly the same in both maps.
Like, really, really weird.
And NRG struggle on defense once more.
Erased.
That's so nicely orchestrated though. The lamps control and then
It was an
rotate
insane round again
over.
from G2. Like, the
hearing
calling
Victor run
from
away
both
and
maps have just
absorbing all
been
of that space
insane.
again.
Yeah.
Leaf looking to try to play more aggressive on the low.
Don't expect them to insert somebody in your spawn.
Yeah, but at the same time, NRG should know that that's a possibility. They didn't have any utility to clear out that short push. They should know that lamps at least is compromised.
You go for the
And they
double boost
rotated
with the
based off
satchel.
one flash into hookah that instantly got re-cleared.
This looks like a rare fast play that's occurring. The
Oh
wall just
my
about
god, the
blocks
wall
it.
tanked it.
Demolished in the process, but they've all just tried to walk right into the stack. Shows up over his own. Orbital strike,
Ooh,
why not
double
afford the
ults to
whole
the same
jet?
place.
Can they still
Well,
get the kills? Yes, they will with the guns in hand.
Right there.
at least
These
they've
are gonna be
gone
a
full
turning
in
point
for
for
it. At
NRG.
least they're all on the same page, I guess.
Perhaps it's this one here. Still 2 players though. G2
Right there.
would be willing to
Could
put
work
the
out
fight.
okay. Like if they get
Plenty of money left in the
4
back
people
pocket.
surviving, they pick up all
Care
the
about using
guns,
the
like
guns.
it's a nice round.
Slow to a crawl.
And the fast pace at the beginning of the round not working for G2.
Oh, no.
NRG very
With a
comfortable playing against
frenzy.
that. At this spot,
Toxins going up.
you are not taking.
I mean,
a
he's
very
not-
fair fight here
he's
with
not
a frenzy.
killing one
If he was
here.
tucked in the close left corner, perhaps,
There's some jumping though. Oh, just can't land it.
and that's the
The
open B
frenzy.
site. NRG are
What
going
to
to have
do?
to scramble now to get somebody into position. G2 though do not know that B is completely open. Nevertheless, they take all of the space really quickly,
It's rapid.
30 seconds left.
making that read based off where Finesse was playing, that no one would be on site behind him.
Seekers aren't going to be used. Going to clear
All
out
the
most of it.
ults invested.
G2. The emphasis is on them. They have to make the play here to double hold onto the elbow angle to flash to try and set him up. But everybody's tucked away to the side. Jonah P. And through the back now, a trailblazer. It's an abundance of util. It's all going to be clearing them through, but spammed out. Even
They win the round though,
anticipating
right?
a
Okay.
re-peek and reface. Finally,
3 people.
it's NRG.
They at least picked up some
Needed
guns
to be a win.
at the cost
The
of
amount
4
that they invested
ults,
into it.
but they're on the board.
It finally is one, at least on the board.
They used Orbital Strike, Showstopper, Seekers to be able to set up that final play towards the end as well on the retake. It's a win for NRG, but it's so expensive.
And Prez.
And it also comes off the back of G2 playing a more aggressive, fast-paced push down short that NRG have got protocols to deal with. And I think Valen's just going to go immediately back to the slower pace.
And
So-
if they lose
so
this
often,
round,
there's a round win on
Haven
the board,
Deja Vu,
yes.
yeah, it's
You
actually
get a
the
tick in
same
the
thing,
column
right?
there. But is it
The
replicable?
only,
It all comes down to
the
the
only
way
round
that
they won to get on the board was
G2
just
play.
all the ults you.
Just that fast play getting punished, right?
2 people that get wrecked money-wise.
and an enormous war chest of ultimates being expended. Now, Finesse has moved his Viper orb over towards B long. He's been doing this for the last few rounds, so they do have more defense in this kind of area of the map to deal with G2 taking
It's a
space.
very nice
He
time
was
smoke on
previously
this.
putting it at default over towards A.
I got the spike.
Skydog should push the op off.
I'm just going to go down now, just double hold. What is that?
No way, they both ate there, but FNS gets that. Is he just not full blind?
Volley had to be dropped down. No one's facing this. FNS covers. Has to be that level to it. Orbital strike. It's committed.
Dogs pushed Ethan off the angle. So they know he has op here as well, so they kind of know 3 people are here.
A lot of noise being made. Jonah P might even pre-aim this. Just spot him for it. Jumping. A lot of noise being made. This is getting scrappy. And a pop flash play. Out and through. It's covered.
Big
Ethan
shot.
re-swinging. Out there. In through the smoke. Don't leave. So Fox in the
shot
back.
again.
Finally, Ethan lands a shot and cleans him up. And the
Dude, nice shots.
It's snappy.
Great value from
4
Ethan
people
there.
alive,
Ethan there with a
that
triple
really
kill.
helps them.
But I think the real savior of the beginning of the round is Finesse.
Oh, okay.
Dealing with
Honestly,
IC after
I thought it'd be
crashes
way
and
more
both
flash than
blinded
that.
up an octagon and then getting a second kill. That's big value that you need actually from Finesse in these kind of positions. Two on the board.
What is
Can they
this?
bring this back to a serviceable defense half? Ethan's putting the op into another unexpected position there. Wow,
Oh, this is
that's
really cool.
I thought it was for him actually to try to get in a weird spot, but this is really interesting.
That's real cheeky. Victor's going to be able to catch potential lurk angle there.
Especially with the way that G2 have been playing, where they take a lot of P-long control and then pivot through the teleporter. Victor's positioning would be excellent, but I think they're just going to time out this Sage Wall.
Yeah, they usually. I mean, that's the way the G2 play. Should be expiring at some point. It's going to be dropping down.
And so it's a cute idea, but because you
It's
can
okay,
only do
he
this
can-
at the
like,
start of
once
the
this
round, you
goes,
can't
he can
do
just
that in the
boom bot.
mid-round, because you don't have enough safety.
There it is.
It just doesn't really work against G2's slower pace.
If we'll hear that. Ethan still with the operator.
Oh, really?
The shoulder peeking out just barely, but it's
Yeah,
not
Jonas
missed.
annihilated
Wow.
him.
Double shallow peak there.
They're
Ethan
really
holding for the
expecting
wider
just a
swing,
more
which would
committed
be
swing.
common.
Lurks on lurks. Trying to catch a timing.
Into the Skydog fake over towards B with one smoke to block elbow. Oh my.
Where's Victor going?
Yeah, the dog and the smoke makes him take the TP. And then Som's just on his own.
What's going on with NRG's defense? Rotations. So many times, G2 have got somebody deep in a lurk position, and they know exactly how NRG are rotating on defense because they're making noisy running around the map. And then you also get rounds like this where, if you think back a few rounds ago, when Valen called for them to take Lamps control and then Leaf got a deep lurk into spawn, that was also Victor that was over-rotating over towards B. Now, of course, we don't know whether this is Victor making mistakes or somebody on B calling for Victor to do that. So you can't put the blame on him necessarily.
Yeah, I mean, it just depends what the comms are like. I imagine the comms were like a little bit like they were sending it if he's taking that TP. We'd have to imagine.
Traded. This Alba player crashes with the AWP gradually, and there it is.
Yeah, they saved the AWP. They saved the AWP. They got the kills at the end. G2's money's not out of control, so maybe at one point they would have to eco. We'll see.
The G2's slower pace.
Because they won 2 in a row. The last buy would be a little bit off.
After they lose Ethan over towards this side, there's a beautiful peak. Really shallow. Oh my god. Great shot as well. Victor just chooses a somewhat, it looks like, random timing to go through the teleporter. And it just opens the door for G2 to hit the opposite side.
We've seen that evolution of play from a lot of teams. The Sky nerfs way back in the day, but it does force you to play a bit more risky. To get that information, gleam it in through the mid-round. This one looks, again, it feels like there's a lot of pace towards it. No entertainment there from the Thrash. Still going to be holding it down.
Heavy hold this.
Icy choosing to commit to it though. Stunned up. He's but a trailblazer. There will no be
Man, Icy's made so much space here.
This one out
it's
here.
so
Now
big, so they can't fast flood. And
not caught there, just on the reposition.
I like this ult from FNS. Anyone that wants to play close is going to start tanking damage.
Reflank as well, it's still going to be occurring. It's going to be a tight squeeze just from NRG. They need to buy a bit of time though. A second wave of things. Nade almost pulling them out of it. Icy is already taking that space and the movement. A jar from Victor, just dancing around him. Som. All this space being brought up just for him to try and take this timing. There's a player still waiting. NRG should be cleaning up. Absolutely everyone.
Time's a little bit low.
Playing from Jonah P. Walled up, not expected. Still going to be sticking this one out and through. Straight down, out into the corner. Ethan drops it over. Half on the diffuser already. Stick.
Oh my god. Holy, the hesitation on the fast tap. He thought he was a little bit closer. How has Jonah P done that?
Absolutely guaranteed slam dunked. It's a robbery.
It's a robbery.
It's thievery.
Jonah P.
What am I watching? There have been so many of these situations. I guess it comes down to the inexperience on the team for playing together just at the moment, but spots like that, Victor and Finesse getting sprayed down. I mean, the way in which they're losing, it's the most ridiculous stuff happening. And those
Dude, in Liquid, we've lost so many rounds that are worse than that. And I'm more just laughing, damn. So glad this isn't happening to me.
It's nothing.
So glad to be out of there.
And they're force buying here.
Just in the comfort of just watching everyone else.
Well. I mean, this is the round.
It has to be Victor's ult. This looks like there's some aggression at work. Off end of the timeout here. Maybe they can at least take contact. It's a Trailblazer again. No info gathered. Everybody just running and scattering to the wind.
And they go for the absolute classic.
It's wasted. Still Som. Put the operator into his hands and
they're just taking turns though. Who wants to use it off?
Yeah, that's there with a kill.
Really big opening now.
What's Ethan got?
Through showers. Ethan,
Hey.
it doesn't take any
Yeah, he
damage
needs to be a
from
little
that,
bit
manages
careful
to
because he's
escape.
got res.
My eyes are drawn, however, towards Jonah P on the other side of the map, who's in a bit of a lurk spot over on B.
Surely they
NRG
don't
have
rotate
doubled up
from just a
Hookah, so
dog again, right?
I don't know how Jonah would get the read, but if he chose to take a timing, he could try to wander through.
I mean, it's just no shot, right?
Well, once the smoke dissipates and you post up on a number of angles, finesse.
He's holding it.
Is he
Look at
going walkabout with the judge?
tighter angle?
Should just wall up as soon as that drops.
Smoke.
Yeah, if there was one kill that could open up the round, it would be this battle over towards B Garden.
It all comes down to it.
Oh boy, here we
Walls
go.
gonna be
Wall's
dropping
coming
down.
down.
Presence being made over
seconds
towards A. Still 30 seconds left.
Screen down.
And they just spot it into the corner. Vanessa falls. Everybody front A section though, inside to the smoke. Not expected
It's
by
a
Leaf
shocker.
to kill found there. Som still with the operator following these players out for the TP. Not anticipated. Time finally ran out of it. With only 11 seconds left.
10 seconds left.
No options for Jonah P. And so there's that third round fated for NRG.
Can they get
what a
one
risk to
more?
go for. What a gambit. Throwing all of your eggs into one basket here then in round 11. To force up with such bad weaponry and believe in yourself to be able to drag this back to an 8-4 half.
One day.
They've done it. That was the most important round to make this one salvageable at all. They've at least given themselves the chance here to get rifles back online and make this 4-8, same as Haven. Big round from Som as well, picking up the operator, getting 2 nice kills with it. But it goes back into the hands of Ethan for the final round of the half.
Might get lucky once more here with this timing, but
And they've had an op the whole time,
Leaf
so
not known to
I
really
can't imagine
overstep
Leaf's going to
himself
take
there
that
in
jaw.
spot.
Just insta hit
For
race.
pressure come through over the top here. Showstopper.
Boy, is a nice satchel to get out of there. What a shot as well. He got an extra dink on top of this. A res, especially with Ethan staying alive like this. Hold up.
Got a handle on this one and got a grasp.
Oh, well, there goes the res.
They're going to reset now. A line drawn into the sand. The patience played out for the back of the side. It's still up hit though. That's going to be dropped and layered.
Wait,
Making it more
what?
difficult. Jonah P not expected. And what a mistake. NRG. Slightest of gaps.
Why did they think
It's
it was
the
clear?
IGL left to stand and the IGL falls.
3?
9-3 will be the finish.
Switching sides.
Only the second time that G2 tried a fast hit. This time catches NRG off guard. The plant went down so very quickly there. And with the pit up
Show me
too,
this.
just distracted. It's a splash shot off the back of the wall. And really, I think Victor should have been able to get that kill, just missed the
Yeah,
tracking
you would
slightly.
expect him to get that kill, I
And
agree.
obviously overlooking Jonah P over towards bench.
It's hard, but
I'm sure Finesse is gonna still feel confident in his own skills, but he's not making it easy with these defense sides.
Now G2 with an absolute chokehold so far
Great
in the
chat.
first half of Bind. Let's send it down to Liz, who's down on the floor.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. I'm here with someone you know, but you don't know his face. It is Will Minder, everyone. You've seen, that's right. Have you seen him on Twitter? He is doing all the math for you. But maybe for people who don't know, can you explain who exactly you are and why people that name may be ringing a bell?
I post the stats on Twitter, you know, the player stats, the team stats they you see on your feed.
And you see them and you use them in all your VLR and Reddit posts. So you should be thanking this man. But everyone say thank you, Will Minder. 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 But you're not on the job, but I'm putting you on the job right now. Can you give me, for each team currently on stage, your favorite stat about them?
My favorite NRG stat is that they're currently the oldest team in VCT. Thank you, FNS, for that. And my favorite...
Wait, how old's the average age?
I'm pretty sure it's in the high 20s, pretty high 20s.
I'm 25. That's not bad.
It's a pretty big gap between the other teams, though.
Okay, what about G2?
Leaf is currently the highest kill leader in Americas right now.
Let's go Leaf!
Jeez.
A single Leaf. Amazing. Okay, what's like your favorite like fun stat about any of the teams that people might not know?
The Sen Classic is still highest average out of all the teams in VCT.
I bought this in Classic. Are
got
you
the
proud
knowledge.
of me? But my last question for you is, I don't think people realize or understand how you do what you do. Like, are you just like furiously writing down in a notebook? Do you have a calculator, an abacus? How do you do what you do, Will?
No, well, throughout time, there's been more websites that actually track more of the stats that I do. So I don't do too much work, as much work anymore as I used to. There's a lot more like development and dedication to actually getting the stats now.
Well, thank you so much for what you do, Will. We would not be the same community without you. Everyone get it for Will one more time. And let's see if that 9-3 curse stat gets changed, because friends, we have a game to get back to.
See if they, G2 end up closing this one out. That was really a masterclass in crowd work, tiny snitch of pandering. I respect it.
Yeah, very good, very good.
Okay, somehow in a worse spot than they were for Haven, they got to win pistol.
No, you definitely wouldn't. You get a boo, actually.
We maybe go in aggro.
So 9-3.
We're doing it long.
A desperate situation for NRG, one where they need the pistol, but also need to be able to put their trust in their attack side ideas and pull this one over the line. Their composition does not have the double initiator that makes the XX so powerful for teams like 100 Thieves, for example, or G2 in this spot as well.
We do the smokes to plant. Did we bring him back the fish 1, 2, 3? Back. Wait, where did the wall go?
Pivot and exploration out towards
Wait, they didn't.
Showers as well. I see is feeling the heat. There's uncertainty.
This is not fish 1, 2, 3. This is some weird strat, man. I thought they were going for the smoke, plant, but then they cleared close, went through the smoke, and then they walked behind them.
They lost short control. Got to hold on to it.
Still finding it. Plenty more to flood where that came from. It's going to take a miracle at this point. Trent.
Learn that from artists. They actually told him.
Onto the side, 70 health. Everybody knows exactly where he is. Classic in hand. But there's a crossfire set up. Look at this. Triangle of death that's been set up. There's no world.
Nice pistol
in his face. So, a pistol round. Needed to happen here for NRG.
And I think that they adapted to it really well. As soon as the dog comes through and Trent barrels his way through the teleporter, NRG upped the pace, got onto site.
I mean, it is a classic. Dude, Ascend used to do this pistol every single time, and even though you knew it was coming, they would still always win somehow.
That's based on adapting to what G2 threw at them. And they've done a good job of it there.
Wow, Pujon. On you.
It was a bit of a freebie for Finesse to be able to get that one online, but he's got to convert on those, and it was nice timing to be able to get him that freebie.
In terms of pistols, 2-2. On one each map.
Players for G2, starting in spawn and just following the noise.
Like that.
They're going to be ready to respond in kind, even though they are on that eco round.
Especially as they aren't doing, especially as NRG aren't doing the one ghost. Like, search, sitting in spawn makes a lot of sense.
But G2 are going to focus on that.
Wait for the sound of their 5 together on ecos every single time.
Mosh might just be the next level of it as well. Still holding that, waiting for the next tap. Smokes are going to be fading away.
Oh my god, it's going to boost him.
That's boosted him way up into the sky, Jonah P. Okay, Clay Pigeon
just as he wanted to flash.
But I think there's some damage here. NRG, how do they play this one? Even now going to be sticking, committing. He's now with the plant down, but doubled up, running through.
And here we go, free.
He's got a handle and a control. Call to the reinforcements. They do arrive just in time.
Looking good there with the patience on getting the plant down. That's one of the things that Finesse teams in the past have excelled at. Is not getting.
Is there not an extra rifle for one of these?
Spots where the plant gets denied. They hold lamps control, hold short control.
Oh, there's an extra rifle.
Very patient.
Yeah, I got it wrong.
I think that's one of the defining characteristics of his calling style here on Bind. Now also, any NRG fans are going to remember the horror show that was NRG playing against Billy Billy here on Bind. And that one's iconic.
Yeah, it was. Together. Bringing that one up.
Yeah, I mean, that was the last time, really, that they've been on the stage playing Bind, though. Right, for Finesse and Soft.
Quite some time away. Icy's nade just seeking to delay them from scaling up, taking that space again. It's very fast from NRG. At the same time, FNS does have that sand control. Might be calling for the TP.
Oh, okay.
From all of his kittens.
And they're gonna disrespect this one. It's still gonna advance to the right side if they wanted to.
Quite get that one. Still trying to fight this one into the back of the side as well, but it's a very narrow choke point. Makes the bullets quite easy.
I like the idea where they're dueling. I like the idea where they're dueling towards
still locking it down now with that kill found.
So they can't use all the util to stop the plant or try and catch them as they are. FNS gets caught on the left. I like that they went for it on the bonus.
So late from Jonah P. And he catches that timing onto Finesse.
Still got
Finesse
Wingman
running,
to
makes
defuse.
noise, thinking that everyone had rotated already.
Gotta break more than one segment of the wall though, right?
He does. Tucked tight to the corner. Som just cannot evade it. Too many bullets coming in his direction. Wingman with a
It doesn't look like it's gonna matter.
Cover this one. Not enough with the reset. Crashes. Can't control the rifle in time. And so that is successful retake. You can tell that it was layers that G2.
Yeah, at the same time though, NRG, that's a pretty decent bonus round. They get the plant, they get
That's
two
fine.
kills,
2 kills.
knock armor off one of the players as well.
On armor.
I think they'll be fairly happy with that. The problem is that they haven't set themselves up with very much buffer space, right? 3 more rounds and G2 have taken this one. They're edging their way closer to that match point. And so far, NRG have only had to demonstrate one idea, which is short control, take lamps, slowly try to get the plant down and put pressure on anyone who attempts to deny. So are we going to see anything different? NRG have run some fast
Kev,
showers.
thank you so much, mate. Kev the Llama with the Prime.
Not
Thank you
what
so
he's going for this time, though. Looking to take this one a little slower, but still
Who's
trying to take
Rex
this area of the map
money-wise?
away from Valen.
Boombot's broken quite early.
Okay. 3 and 2.
Still with the orb now, Victor.
Ground.
It's going to be one away.
Yeah, and in terms of the ultimates, you normally expect the team that won the pistol and did a bit of damage in the bonus to be closer to, you know, having an ult online for a really important round like this. It's actually Jonah who got his up first.
G2 maybe not.
Really
okay,
nice,
just trying to hold that one. They were expecting that it could have been
Really nice
They
nade
got
to
straight
stop them
through
from
into
following the
A
dog
here now.
up. That was a
Molly's-
giant kill.
Util going to be used to just clear the way in a path. Wall up as well. Safety
And
for the plant. Has to be spammed down by these G2 players, but it
nothing
can't
to
quite get
stop
the
this
angle.
plant. I love the
similar
Victor's
round.
just been
Similar
silent over
post-plant
towards
setup.
Showers the whole time. If Victor
Slight
gets a
difference
kill,
from
he gets
Victor playing
Razor.
over Showers.
This
And it's
time
such a
Leaf
big
going for a
round
bit of a
that
fast flank as well. It is going to be
should
held
probably
by
be
FNS.
using
They
it.
have to clear out the Showers position though. They know it. Still holding for it. Victor to Satchel. Still with the nade. FNS can't hold on to it. They still haven't got rid of Victor, and again, that is a nuisance player. Sky.
Still got
we're buying
Wingman,
time for
still
the
got
rest of
Wingman.
his team. NRG making a call.
Oh, they're not
To try
gonna lose this
retake a
round, are
hold
they?
onto this one, still clearing it with the rifles in hand. What are you going to be falling into this one? Reset by Leaf. This guy has been monstrous for
Time
his
on
team.
this, just
But despite
barely.
taking away, has to stick it. It's the only win con left, and taps and gives it up. Claims the
Okay,
kill.
really good damage from
But a
Leaf,
round win
but
for
nice round in the
NRG.
end. I'll tell you what,
God, that one
Victor
got a
did
big close
great
as
in
well.
Showers, just delaying.
Another kind of situation where Finesse and Leaf are battling over towards, you know, a spot. Finesse holding, Leaf walks in, Leaf still wins the duel. He's been unstoppable today. But they did manage to at least run the clock down enough for him not to win the clutch.
One enemy remaining.
The post plants, they're getting it across the line. It is close.
Got a lot of ults now as well.
And Leaf the only player with a hero rifle into this one. So very important that NRG actually converted and made sure that the spike detonated there. What an interesting spot for Finesse to be using his attack orb. Just to highlight where he put it there. He's thrown it into Showers. So
Okay,
Valen
though,
can't
it
really
can
hold
leak
this
out
one.
over towards
Flash
the
peek
right.
through it, peek from multiple angles.
Molly to slow them down, but might
Okay,
be
they're really
calling
trying
for
to
a bit of a
crunch this?
Showers engage. A lot of players
Oh,
committed.
yeah, they're called to crunch. Here we go,
Look at
double
Leaf and
TP.
the timing he's getting again.
Out through the back, yep, Som cleaned up. Meanwhile, bit of a clash and a brawl occurring. Crashes. So, but that rifle does hold it down for them. Spike's still been dropped. They
Really
heard
close,
the
they
rumble
got
of the footsteps
Sage
again
res.
as G2 were just evacuating away. There's online.
Player advantage, rifle advantage, but no information around the map. They genuinely don't know if any spot is safe apart from Showers.
They might feel like they have to raise all this.
So what's the call? Still with that Trailblazer. They do have that in their back pocket.
Scout destroyed.
Leads the charge there. Can clear out most of the site. Bit of pit as well to lay it
that.
down, but this could still get dangerous. Wall has to block this. No way. There's a gap. And it was just precisely
Oh, boy.
what Valen needed. Running him down. Vanessa trying to go for it. Showstopper. They didn't know.
Oh,
And
God.
he does catch it. I see.
This is one of those rounds where they're using every single ult again.
Does have the rifle.
Why is this just Haven?
There's a lot to
It's
do.
actually the same script.
Walking away. As soon as the contact's going to be met and caught. No way. Victor.
Insane.
He falls.
Also,
Rebound down
NRG
the
have
volley.
had like
Decay damage is still going to be kicking.
one of these rounds on both halves where they
Onto a
just use
single digit of HP.
four ults.
Gotta back away, gotta
There's
respect
3 on
this
this
now,
one,
still
there's
2 to
4 on
hold
the
this
first
one.
half.
Barely enough time to work with Leaf. Could just come down to this. A moment to catch them. He hears a spray, potentially from both the rifles. Seeking the position as well, pushing them way back up. Crouched just ever so slightly away from it and crashes. One into the cranium. Delivers the death blow.
G2 will be pretty happy with how that low buy went.
There's so much that's going wrong for NRG around the map. I think it's incredibly impressive that they're still
It was a
making
nice
these
call
rounds
to
work.
crunch it though.
To be trapped inside showers in a round like this and still convert, by getting that pit down, blooming it onto the site, wall to block off, and pushing people forwards. Yes, it's taking ultimates. Yes, it's scrappy and difficult. But NRG are closing the gap here down to 3.
Yeah, but look
If
at
they
how
can win
close
this one as
G2
well,
are to these ords.
It'll knock the economy once more
there's
at
one of
G2,
them.
and then the game will really be afoot.
Just spotted. Pixel angle from Trent.
Send it over towards here. Icy has an opportunity to get this orb on showers as well. There'll be 4 ords.
Take a player out, and he's not going to be dissuaded away from
And
this
they're going to
spot.
send it.
They are so confident that this could be a sand crunch because of the shore control provided by the pit. No way.
Victor way ahead of it. Orbital strike. Nobody else going to be forced into the fray in the fight that was really G2 seeking.
Yeah, you could see what they were going for there. Playing off the contact. Looking to go for the Brim ultimate. G2 have found themselves in a big advantage. You don't need to look for information as aggressively. Jonah B's posted up pretty deep here, though, over towards Octagon.
Right, fish all this.
NRG lacking these options, unless Jonah P goes down, could be a
Contact
big one.
into flash, and then do they wanna...
Once more, the Dizzy, ever so slightly delayed and late. You can drop down just a 10 health.
You heard the pros
Back
earlier.
up. Oh, this is awkward.
35 seconds on this.
The 2 IGLs.
30 seconds left.
Barely an inch between them.
Maybe Noisebait there. Targets available. It's a rich environment still with the orbital strike. Rocket!
Oh my god,
finds
tanked it to the head.
Icy has to stand his ground and maybe deliver this kill. And he's
surprised he didn't come into the spray there.
To his knees. An 11th round out for G2.
Notice these.
In many ways that could have gone wrong, but
Brim raise.
it's G2 in the mid-rounding. They just had full control of A short and showers that entire time. They knew it was going to be landing over towards B.
And this one probably the most important round to define whether or not this NRG comeback
There's
is
a
going to
nuts
be
kill from Trent. And the off angle with Fisher.
The economy of whichever team was going to lose
Viper.
it.
Oh yeah, Viper on short, you're right.
NRG on the worst side of that. They're actually going to force into the next round. It's scrappy. Look at this. It's
Dude,
dire
it's the
again.
same script.
But they do not want to play for the draw. Everything is on this. They had a round a bit like this on Haven. It did go their way, even though the final result heavily in favor of G2.
Destroyed.
It's 2 spotted. You hear the Trailblazer up at their backs as Molly's rebounding, even a stun potentially connecting. Be long control. It's going to be given over again. That timing, Leaf misses it. Jonah P. He's going for the flash and a Dizzy, and a combo still trying to
Oh
connect
my
to
god,
Som.
Som.
It's monstrous from him. Just a sheriff in hand, and he
Whoa.
makes it sing Victor.
This is the round they win. Nice shot to hit. And the double heals come into this team as well. Dude, that's a flawless.
It's looking unbelievable for NRG.
This was all Som though, really.
Give them worse weaponry.
They'll convert, apparently.
I think also some of that might just be the gusto that they're playing with in those kind of positions.
Yeah.
Victor throwing his body on the line to make sure that he can get in there, but at the same time, how does Som even find those two with the Sheriff?
There's always
G2
going to be a
setup.
curse here, surely.
Maybe a bit ambitious, going aggressive
it
off the
is.
Dizzy Flash, but
They've missed the timing now twice now.
yeah,
Just trying to take the
Okay,
fight at
let's
B
start
along
looking
with
over
Dizzy.
towards it. 1, 2, 3.
yeah, trying to recover after the
Oh.
first kill had gone Som's way.
Don't have any money.
But
Gun
G2
is going to be a hero gun.
yeah, put themselves in a rough
Can
spot
be something
here.
with it as
I
well.
talked
But
about the previous
about
round
it.
being a real decider because it should, you know, under the normal rules, have forced NRG down onto an eco. And they came into this one with a Sheriff, and I think it was 2 stingers.
Yeah.
I mean, really
Super
rough
risky.
force buy. A broken buy if you've ever seen one. But take a look at G2's economy. You know, they just won around and lost around. Lost bonus reset is going to put G2 now in the dumps. So, once more, I
Start
feel
believing.
Like this story is that NRG
well,
are prevailing against
This was the time on Haven where they got eco'd.
such rough positions
So,
that they find
maybe
themselves
after the
in,
eco?
and yet digging themselves out of holes,
Remaining.
putting themselves in bad spots right from the beginning, and yet still prevailing and making this a close game.
Player quality.
It should be
bail them out.
should be okay with this round,
Yeah,
and then
and
it's kind of
ideas
like
as well,
after the next
finding
round, if they
rough
win
ideas
that,
while they're in
then it should be
disadvantages.
close. Hopefully Trent doesn't use his fish short into this round.
They keep stringing
Unless
these
it
rounds
like gets
together
real
for
close.
NRG.
I don't have to worry about
Isn't much
G2
breathing
and stuff
room.
like that.
G2
They're normally
just
very
find a
good for
few.
it.
I see. Quick with a disengage. It's nothing to do with that A short hold. Not anymore. Not the info we needed. He's the rifle holder as well. That's where there's danger.
Yeah, he's going to look to try to disrespect his elders here.
No way. No way, the timing's insane. Imagine he committed.
The rifle finds a different hand. Off round to the side here, the wall into his face. Valen maybe seeking to just go straight over it. Ethan with the plant. Needs to be covered a little bit. TP's round here. Seekers have to be used to clear the way. The flank is going to be spotted.
Nice though.
Trent.
FNS should have a kill.
Not able to do too much.
Oh.
Showing up his flash. It's a good connection.
No,
Even
not
better
at all.
shot. That's nice. Making a go of things here. Maybe there is a chance once more for the back-to-back Thrifty's Detainment. It's committed.
Boy.
Up in his face, another rifle gain. Down to just 2 players. This is going disastrous for NRG. It's going to pick up these pieces once more. Find a way through, but a mosh. Force them out wide. Valen with that rifle. G2. That's how they get to 12.
NRG had only just dug themselves out of one hole and they fall headfirst into another. They did such a good job of pushing G2 back down into an eco situation, and then they lose to the eco.
Just Haven again.
So rough.
He should feel bad.
To be able to find the
Dude, I thought he had the kill.
A lack of map control, I think.
Sit down.
And Trent being able to pick up crashies on the flank. It feels like the main pack for NRG did a decent job, and then people just get picked off one by one. G2 themselves taking a tactical timeout.
Wait,
here,
that's
which I don't know
that's
whether
a bit
that got
much.
queued before they realized they'd won the round.
Yeah, no, I think that is what's
and
happened.
make sure that
I'm
they
pretty
convert
sure
in
he
this
called
one,
it.
because these last
Pretty sure he
3 or 4
called
have
it
been
before
so scrappy.
any of those kills started
Both
going
teams
down.
throwing haymakers at each other and finding sneaky little jabs below the belt as well.
If you're G2, it would be a great time. Use the timeout. See if you can pull out something set. Strategy maybe. Anything to get it over that line.
Yeah, I
13th
agree.
round.
I think though that your set ideas.
Watch the next game, yeah,
I
for
think
sure.
they have a little less punch with the Sage in the mix. You know, if Ethan's playing a second initiator, then you can apply tons of pressure by throwing in a fast round.
Yeah, I agree.
But with the Sage, it tends to play.
Slowed, you know, you get it's a lot of pushback.
Yeah. Ethan does
What
have
is
the
the
res
next
online,
game?
though, so maybe these
Send
slower-paced
C9.
situations and
Right,
the
4
post-plant, they
chances
can
for
just rely on
G2
the
to
player
2-0
advantage.
them.
It's gonna be
And
tough,
that
though.
would be
He's got Stinger in hand,
NRG
top of the
done.
scoreboard. Played fairly well
Champs
individually on
pretty
both
much.
maps here
Not
for
100%,
NRG,
but pretty much.
it hasn't really been enough for them.
Actually,
Especially
right,
when
'cause
Trent
they
and
had
Leaf
to-
have
no,
been
no.
playing like they have today.
it'd still be a world, I think.
Flash in the boombot. Quite standard stuff. It's a showers take here and a full committal to wall in their
Hey.
face alongside the smoke.
Trent,
Ethan's
Trent,
been
where's the
waiting
rest
to
of
do
your
that one
team?
for a while. Protocol that we've seen him holding that.
It's a lot that's been thrown up. It's just Trender committed though.
Door closes. Trent's outside of it.
Yeah.
I mean, do they read it?
This is awkward. There's a re-push call by G2. Proactivity. Res has to be offloaded.
Have they just
Used.
ignored Trent?
Bringing him all the way back up. They have. They are just unaware. They've ignored him. They knew he was there.
But they didn't realize that he'd walked out of the teleporter.
I'm out.
And so Victor dealt with.
And
No
own
longer
them.
the extra element out towards shower.
Oh god, this is how they lose.
With a footsteps man over the
So
strike. Why
devastating.
not? Thrown into the mix. It's a death blow that was necessary for G2 to
enemy
grab this round and grab this map. Grab the entire series, why not?
Crashies would have to 1v5 ace this to even keep
They forget,
NRG
I mean, they
alive.
just
G2
thought he
have
was
effectively
behind the door,
already
so this guy
slammed
would
the
get a
door
sound
shut.
cue.
Spikes in the middle
30
of nowhere.
seconds
This is the revenge that G2 were dreaming of.
And just another 30 seconds of pain, potentially. Valen mercifully
Yeah,
ends
devastating.
things
Not
out early.
NRG's year. Not even with a new lineup.
A rough one for the NRG fans.
Oh, for
Felt
sure.
like there were moments
Dude, the double
of
eco,
clarity,
one on
great
each map.
calling, and yet heartbreak. It's going to be so difficult for NRG to make
Wait.
playoffs at this spot.